Imagine this for a second: you're 92 years old, you've lived through decades of ups and downs, and yet, you're still out there, driving your car, running errands, and living life with energy and passion. Sounds like something out of a dream, right? But it's not. It's reality for some, and the question on everyone's mind is, what's their secret? Is it just good genes, a stroke of luck, or could it be something deeper? Something you can actually do too? You've probably wondered, how can I stay active, healthy, and sharp, even as the years go by? Well, if you've ever asked yourself that question, you're in the right place. Now, I know for many, aging comes with its fair share of struggles, whether it's the aches and pains, the endless doctor visits, or just that feeling that everything's slowing down. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to just accept that getting older means getting weaker. Because, guess what? It doesn't. The truth is, the way we age is largely shaped by the choices we make every single day. What we eat, how we move, how we think, and how we take care of ourselves, it all plays a part in how we feel as we get older. And I'm here to tell you, it's never too late to start taking control. The power to age gracefully, to stay healthy and vibrant, is in your hands. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 habits that have helped me stay strong, active, and healthy for over 3 decades. These aren't some miracle cures or shortcuts, these are simple, everyday habits that anyone can start right now. No matter your age, you can begin making changes today that will improve your health, your mindset, and your well-being. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to start your own journey to better health, one step at a time. Before we dive into these life-changing tips, I want to hear from you. Comment below with "I'm ready to learn" if you're excited to discover the habits that can help you age gracefully and live a vibrant life. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to join Seniors Care, your go-to source for all things health and well-being for older adults. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on all the great tips we have coming your way. Now, let me tell you a little story. I started walking every day when I hit 60. And I'm not going to lie, at first, it wasn't easy. My joints weren't as flexible as they used to be. I could barely get through 10 minutes without feeling like I needed a break. But I didn't give up. Little by little, I pushed myself just a bit further each day. Before long, 10 minutes turned into 30. And you know what? It became a part of my routine, something I looked forward to. It wasn't about being perfect or doing it all at once, it was about getting started and staying consistent, even when it felt hard. Now, why is physical activity so important, especially as we age? Well, here's the thing, regular movement is like a tune-up for your body. It gets the blood flowing, strengthens your muscles, and helps keep everything flexible. And here's something you may not know. Keeping active as a senior is one of the best ways to avoid falls. Falls can change everything, but with the right strength and flexibility, your chances of falling dramatically decrease. You're also taking steps to preserve your independence, which is something I know we all want to hold on to for as long as possible. But here's the big misconception: so many people believe that the older you get, the more you need to rest. And while rest is important, too much of it can be harmful. If you stay still for too long, your muscles start to weaken, your joints stiffen up, and before you know it, everyday tasks become more difficult. The idea that resting more will keep you healthier can actually lead to losing strength. It's a bit of a trap, really. So what can you do to get moving? You don't need to start running marathons or lifting heavy weights. Keep it simple, take a walk around your neighborhood or do some light stretching in the morning. And don't worry about going fast or pushing yourself hard. The goal is just to keep your body moving. Every little bit counts. Even 10 minutes of walking a day can make a difference. And over time, those 10 minutes will turn into 20, 30, and before you know it, you'll feel stronger and more flexible than you did before. But exercise isn't the only habit that's helped me stay healthy. Diet plays just as big of a role. So, let's talk about the importance of what we put in our bodies every day. You might be surprised by how much of a difference the right food can make in how we feel. Now, let me take you back a bit. About 20 years ago, I made a big change in my diet. I decided to switch to a Mediterranean-style eating plan. At first, it felt a little different: no more processed foods, no more sugary snacks, and I started cooking with olive oil instead of butter. It wasn't a huge shift, but it was enough to notice a difference. I felt lighter, more energetic, and, here's the big one. My blood pressure started to drop. The best part? It wasn't just about feeling better in the moment. This way of eating has helped me maintain my health for decades. So, why does a Mediterranean diet work so well, especially for us as we age? Well, it's all about balance. This way of eating is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. And here's why that's so powerful: it supports your heart health, reduces inflammation, and helps maintain bone density. All of these things are crucial for seniors. A diet that focuses on whole, nutrient-dense foods helps keep you vital and strong. The older we get, the more important it becomes to nourish our bodies with the right things, because what we eat has a direct impact on how we feel and function. Now, I know there's a misconception out there, especially as we get older, the idea that we can eat whatever we want because we've earned it. But here's the thing. Eating poorly in our later years can actually speed up the aging process. It can lead to chronic illnesses, increased fatigue, and even cognitive decline. Bad food choices can pile on the pounds, mess with our energy, and take a toll on our joints. It's not about perfection, it's about making mindful, healthier choices. And that starts with what goes on your plate. So, how can you make it easier? Start simple. Add more leafy greens like spinach or kale to your meals. They're packed with vitamins and minerals that keep your bones strong and your immune system working. Incorporate healthy fats, like nuts, seeds, and oily fish, think salmon or mackerel. These foods aren't just delicious, they're anti-inflammatory and great for heart health. And don't forget about whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. These help keep your energy levels up throughout the day. You don't have to follow a strict Mediterranean plan, just focus on whole foods. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just swap out processed snacks for something more natural. Think fruits, nuts, or a simple salad. It's those small changes that add up over time. And as much as what we eat matters, it's also essential to stay mentally sharp as we age. That's another habit that's helped me keep feeling young, even as the years pass. Let's dive into how you can keep your mind as active as your body. I've always made it a point to stay curious. Even now, at my age, I refuse to let my mind go idle. Whether it's diving into a good book, solving a puzzle, or simply catching up with friends over a cup of coffee, keeping my mind engaged has been a key part of staying sharp. And I can tell you, it works. It might not sound like much, but I truly believe that the more you exercise your brain, the more you protect your mental health as you age. Here's why. Studies have shown that staying mentally active helps preserve cognitive function and prevents memory decline. It's like any muscle in your body: use it, and it stays strong. If you don't, well, it begins to weaken. But it's not just about keeping your memory intact. Mental activity also helps with mood. When you challenge yourself and stay social, you create connections that reduce the feelings of isolation that many older adults face. Social interaction is a powerful tool in maintaining a positive outlook, which is crucial for emotional health. Now, I know there's this misconception floating around that as we get older, our minds just naturally start to fade. But that's simply not true. It's one of those myths that needs busting. The truth is, the more you use your brain, the better it works. It's all about keeping it engaged. And it's not as hard as it might seem. You don't need to be doing crossword puzzles every day or memorizing Shakespeare to keep your mind sharp. Start by finding something you enjoy that also gives your brain a workout. For me, I've picked up a few new hobbies over the years, learning new skills, playing cards with friends, or even trying out online games that require strategy and thinking. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as it's something that challenges you in a fun way. Find that one thing that sparks your curiosity. It could be anything: learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or even cooking a new recipe. Whatever it is, make it part of your daily routine. Challenge your brain in ways that excite you, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel, both mentally and emotionally. Now, while it's crucial to keep our minds sharp, it's just as important to manage our stress levels. Let's talk about how taking time to relax can have a huge impact on your health, especially as we age. Now, let's talk about something that wasn't always easy for me: stress. I'll be honest, for many years, I was a little too good at stressing out. It felt like the weight of everything was always on my shoulders. I was busy, I was taking care of things, and stress just became a constant companion. But one of the biggest changes I made, and one that had an immediate effect on my health, was learning how to let go of that stress. I started meditating each morning. At first, it felt a little strange, sitting there, focusing on my breath, but over time, it became something I looked forward to. Deep breathing exercises and meditation didn't just help clear my mind, they helped clear my body, too. It was like my whole system took a deep breath, and I could feel the tension melting away. So, why is stress so dangerous, especially as we get older? Well, chronic stress can take a real toll on your health. It affects your immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. And it accelerates aging. Yes, you heard that right. Long-term stress can literally age you faster by impacting your heart, your hormones, and your mental health. But here's the good news: you can manage stress. It's not something you just have to accept. In fact, learning how to relax and manage stress can help lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and keep you feeling more balanced overall. Now, here's a misconception I've heard a lot. Some people think that stress is just an unavoidable part of life, especially as we get older. They think, well, that's just the way things are. But let me tell you, managing stress makes a massive difference in how you age. It's all about taking a step back and giving yourself permission to relax. Stress might be a part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. So how do you do that? Simple. Start small. Take 5 minutes a day to breathe deeply. It doesn't have to be long, just enough time to focus on your breath and let go of the tension in your body. If you're not into meditation, that's okay. You can also listen to calming music or take a short walk to clear your mind. It doesn't matter how you do it, what matters is that you take those moments of peace for yourself. These little moments of relaxation, though they seem small, can have a profound effect on your health, lowering your stress and helping you feel more at ease in your own skin. While learning to manage stress is important, our overall health also depends on how well we rest and sleep. Let's talk about how prioritizing rest can make all the difference in how you feel day in and day out. Let me tell you about something that took me years to get right: sleep. For a long time, I struggled with it. I'd wake up multiple times during the night, sometimes tossing and turning for hours, just trying to get comfortable. It was frustrating, and to be honest, it wore me down. I started thinking that maybe poor sleep was just part of getting older. But then, something clicked. I began adjusting my bedtime routine, and the results were nothing short of life-changing. I started going to bed earlier, winding down in a more peaceful way, and, get this, I began sleeping like a baby. No more waking up in the middle of the night, no more feeling groggy in the morning. It felt like a whole new chapter. Now, let's talk about why sleep is so crucial, especially as we age. Sleep is not just about resting your body, it's essential for repairing it and restoring energy. While we sleep, our bodies go to work. They repair tissues, regenerate cells, and even boost our immune system. As we get older, our sleep patterns naturally change, but that doesn't mean we should just accept poor sleep as inevitable. The truth is, good sleep hygiene can make all the difference in getting the restorative rest your body needs. And I'm here to tell you, it's never too late to improve your sleep habits. Here's something that might surprise you: many seniors think that poor sleep is just part of aging. They think it's normal to wake up every few hours or not feel fully rested in the morning. But quality sleep is just as important for seniors as it is for anyone younger. It helps you stay sharp, maintain your mood, and keep your body strong. So, don't just settle for a bad night's sleep. You deserve more than that, and I'll show you how to get it. So, how can you improve your sleep? Start by creating a consistent bedtime routine. Your body thrives on routine, and when you stick to a regular sleep schedule, you're training your body to fall asleep and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine late in the day; they'll just keep you awake longer. And don't forget about your bedroom. Make it a relaxing space, dim the lights, keep it cool, and maybe even try using some calming essential oils like lavender. It's all about creating an environment that tells your body, it's time to wind down and rest. Now, these 5 habits have worked wonders for me, and I truly believe they can make a huge difference in your life, too. But I also know that everyone's journey to better health is unique. So, let's take a moment to reflect on why these habits matter and how you can start integrating them into your life, step by step. I know, these changes aren't easy to implement. I get it. Sometimes, it can feel overwhelming to think about all the things we need to do to stay healthy as we age. And I know it's hard watching a loved one grow older, seeing them struggle with things they never used to worry about. It's painful, and it's tough, and it can sometimes leave you feeling helpless. But here's the thing: knowing how to take care of yourself and those you love, knowing what steps to take to protect and preserve your health, that gives you peace of mind. It empowers you. And even though these habits may feel small, they have a big impact on how we feel each day, and on the quality of life we can offer ourselves or those around us. When you understand the simple steps you can take to improve your health, whether it's getting up for a walk, choosing healthier foods, managing stress, or getting better sleep, you begin to feel more in control. And that sense of control is so important. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the aging process, you shift your mindset. It's no longer about fearing the changes that come with age, but about preparing for them, in a way that leaves you feeling empowered. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the ability to make these changes, and they'll add up in ways you won't even realize at first. Think about it: by adopting these simple habits, you can take control of your health and make the most of the years ahead, whether it's for yourself or for a loved one. It's not about making dramatic, impossible changes. It's about taking small, consistent steps in the right direction. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer to the goal of living healthier, feeling better, and making your later years some of the best years of your life. So, right now, I want you to take a moment, whether for yourself or a family member. Pick just one of these habits, just one small change, and start today. Whether it's a 10-minute walk, preparing a more balanced meal, or taking time to breathe deeply and relax. Start with something simple. I promise you, that one small change will make a difference. And remember, it's never too late to start. No matter where you are in your journey, no matter how old you are, every small step counts. With love, care, and awareness, we have the power to live our golden years feeling vibrant, empowered, and full of life. It's all about making choices today that set us up for a future where we can live with dignity, joy, and health. You've got this. Let's keep going, step by step, together. As we close today's video, I want to remind you that you're not alone in this journey. You have the ability to create the future you want. Let's talk about how you can take the next step in this journey to better health, together. Let's take a moment to recap the 5 habits we've talked about today. First, we've covered staying physically active, getting your body moving every day. Whether it's a walk, some stretching, or just moving around more, it all adds up. Second, we've discussed eating a balanced diet, choosing whole foods that nourish your body and help keep you strong and energized. Third, we touched on the importance of keeping your mind sharp. Whether it's through reading, puzzles, or even learning something new, your brain needs as much exercise as your body. Fourth, managing stress. This one can be tough, but taking time to relax, meditate, or just breathe deeply can make a world of difference. And last but certainly not least, we've talked about getting restful sleep, because nothing restores your energy and health like a good night's sleep. If you notice any of these habits or signs in yourself or a loved one, don't ignore them. These habits are the key to healthy aging, and they can truly transform your well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already practice? And if you haven't yet, which one are you going to start today? I want to know what's been working for you, or what you're excited to try. Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. Your thoughts might just inspire someone else to make a positive change in their own life. If you found this video helpful and you're looking for more tips on how to live a healthier, happier life as you age, then I'd love for you to subscribe to Seniors Care. We've got more content coming your way, tips, advice, and stories to help you stay strong and healthy, no matter your age. And if you liked what you saw today, don't forget to hit that like button. Show your support for taking charge of your health. It's a message that we need to spread far and wide. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's video. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video with more tips to help you live your best, healthiest life. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
You.